just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Quarterback stands alone, all wide receivers. Looking to throw, it's Carr. He's got the back in the middle. Good, solid pickup on that one. They got it out to the 40, and it's first down.
I like the running back there on the route, the patience he showed, really setting it up. Got to the defender, was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for a first.
To the air on first down. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
What a play by the defender that time, because he's matched up one-on-one man coverage against an outstanding wide up to the challenge. Interesting to see if this quarterback goes his way again.
He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. Last completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Looking downfield on first down. Can't hang on, and he'll tell you he really should have made that catch, and he had an opportunity right in the middle. It'll be second down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Backed up now. Here's second and long. Wants to throw again. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming. Trying to pick up a first down. On third down, going up top. Finds his man. It's Bob. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down.
That's why, as a defense, you feel okay playing man coverage on third down, because you know you've got linebackers and you've got players on your defense that can cover these dangerous running backs mano-a-mano. Nice job tackling in the open field.
This offense has moved into plus territory, and they want to keep the heat on. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes the grab, got the conversion, and still going. And he gets it down to the 4-yard line before he's finally stopped. A terrific run after the catch. DB's right up on the receivers. Let's it fly. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
Man, these windows get tighter down here in the red zone, and those catches are a little bit more contested, more people near you, and it gets a little bit more difficult. But you need your players to step up for your QB and make big plays. I think he's going to look back and say, I should have made that play.
On third and goal, they'll throw it. It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there.
And this is the part of the field, man, you really got to have a plan, because these windows get smaller and you're trying to fit that ball into the end zone. It's difficult to do. Quarterback, receivers, they got to be on the same page.
They've already converted a fourth down here in the first quarter, and they'll try it again. Trying to surge it in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Fighting Irish.
And that touchdown touchdown just got this whole place going, didn't it? You got everybody doing the Irish jig. Touchdown Jesus is happy. You got the leprechaun, he's dancing. The energy in this place right now is on another level after that score. No wonder this is such a tough place to come in and try to get a win on the road.
They put together a 74-yard touchdown drive, and it was closed out by the short yardage touchdown. They already have the lead, and they're trying to build it here in the first quarter with an onside kick. Few anxious moments there, but the hands team true to its name as they make the grab and get the ball. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. The give to the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. To the air, it's Manning. He's got him. No chance to run, but still a solid pickup on that one.
Well, you can tell those two have been practicing the out route all offseason long. They look like they could have completed that in their sleep.
The volley cheers going on high, and here comes the Thunder being shaken down on 3rd down. Unloads to the wideout. Makes the grab. That will be enough to move the chains and give them a first down in the red zone at the 14.
I love the start for this quarterback on 3rd down. 3rd down, obviously money down, got to have success. But to have success early, now it opens up everything. Like, we trust him. He's got a rhythm going. He's feeling good, and he got a lot of confidence.
Leaves it with the running back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the 2nd quarter. So 2nd down here as we're back at it after the break. Back to pass. He's got it on the move. Touchdown, Texas! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. These two have spent plenty of time together. That was almost telepathic, David.
No doubt, and quarterbacks and wide receivers throw all off-season to get on the same page. You can see he hits them in stride. That's why he gets the touchdown.
A little surprising they wouldn't go for 2 and try to tie it. As it is, they're down by 1. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finish it by firing one in from the 13 for the score. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. So the kick goes out of bounds, and the ball will be placed at the 40 to start this drive. They're lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they have dialed up for this one. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Snap to the back. And he forged ahead just a bit. Not a lot working with the Wildcat there. We thought we'd see a little Wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. Direct snap. The offense calls timeout. It's the 2nd one they've used this half.
The first thing you have to do to make these plays successful offensively is I have to block the edge. I got to get my speedster in space. They didn't do a good job of getting that guy out there in space where he could really use his jets. Nice job by the defense understanding it, seeing it, rallying to it, and tackling that guy for a loss.
Catch in the middle. It's Fields. They'll move the chains. Good execution on 3rd down. They've got it at the 41. we asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
Man, the defense, they haven't had an answer for this guy. He has been lighting them up in the pass game early and often so far, and that time just not able to hook up with his quarterback.
Looking downfield, it's Carr. Throws to the wideout. Another incompletion on third down.
Man, the quarterback threw that ball hard, too. And I know sometimes when you're throwing an in-breaking route, you want to get it to your receiver quickly. But when you try to strain and throw it harder, oftentimes your accuracy is what suffers. And you saw it there on the incompletion.
This offense has been money on fourth down here in the first half. They'll try to make it 3 for 3. He's going for it all. Intercepted to stop the threat. Got some room to run. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Looking to throw on first down. Just a hair too much on it from this big arm side. Quarterback.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Firing to the right, complete. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. You want to talk about shaking down thunder from the sky. That's what they're doing here on third down. Quickly complete. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. I know you want to keep the ball away from the other offense, but going for it inside your own 40? On fourth down, he'll try to toss it. He's got it, first down and more. And the completion gives him a fresh set of downs and keeps this drive moving.
Well, there's the advantage of having versatility at the running back position. On fourth down, everybody in the stadium is expecting if you throw it, it's probably going to a receiver or tight end. But because of his ability to catch the football, he makes a huge play for this offense and keeps the drive alive.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Back to throw. It's Manning. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
They'll snap it from the gun on third down. The quick out. Slithers into space. And this defense was flailing as he weaved his way and got down to the 26. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just
it's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Going the other way, and he's got room. He's at the 20. He's at the touchdown, Irish. What a play. Not only the interception, but the great return for the score. It is one thing to come up with the interception. No, don't stop there. Turn it into a score.
make a big play and don't be content. That's right. Go out and make an even bigger play. And he does it. He makes the pick and then takes it all the way back to the house. Looked like a wide receiver, for goodness sakes. Turn on the Jets, making the big play.
No backs with the quarterback as they line up for the two. two-possession game and a 9-point lead.
How about that, guys? That's basically a 15-point swing. Defense gets a pick six, and then your offense gets the two-point conversion. Wow.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking for a man. It's Manning. Throws for the tight end. And they can't make the connection, going for a big play on first down.
This is going to be a tough situation for the offense here. Late in the first half, they're trying to find a way to generate some points before going into the locker room, but the defense is ready for it. So the windows are not going to be very big, especially when you're trying to attack vertically like they did on that last one. Downfield completions are going to be tough to come by.
There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Wants to throw on third down. Spits it out to the back. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
Gets drilled as he throws. The big pressure on fourth down, and they'll get it back.
Aggressive. You want to be aggressive. You want to take chances, and you tell your team about it all week, and you come out and you get an opportunity in the first half to go for it on fourth down. You shot your shot. The problem is now you put your defense in a bad situation early in this game where you're going to have to try to find a way to get a stop and create some momentum.
So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. With the catch, it's Moore. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Looking to throw on first down. Quarterback floating away from pressure. He's got it. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. The offense burns its third and final timeout of the half. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Might be changing the route. Back to throw, it's Manning. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for the first half. I guess they're trying to send a message to start this second half, lined up for an onside kick. And in that scramble, they're going to out of there with the football, and they get the onside kick and take possession right back. Good field position to start this drive at their own 47. They'll start this third quarter with a run. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down. And they got to keep that up here in the second half.
Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down.
It's a nice play call there. You've got two-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
Notre Dame lines up quickly. Secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. Wants to go up top on first down. Snags it. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive. Going to work on second down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Going for 6. Intercepted, and that's not how you want to start a half. Down to the 36-yard line, and some nifty moves to try to make a big play on the interception. So you come out of the locker room for the second half, and right away, you throw a pick.
Bad news, too, because you go into the locker room and you sort of regroup, and you start thinking about how you're going to attack this defense, what adjustments you're going to make. You feel like you got a good plan running out of the locker room, and then to throw a pick. Wait, man, that is a gut punch.
And this offense on first down, man, they go backwards. And they built a deficit, and they've been sluggish, and they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
The Longhorns with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Dropping back, it's Manning. Quick completion on the out. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker.
Yeah, and he runs a quick out route, and this is a timing route. Quarterback has to trust him, throw him the football. You can tell they've thrown this a time or two. Nice job, nice success.
They'll try to run for it. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down.
You can really feel the momentum changing in this game now, can't you? The defense comes away with a massive takeaway deep in their own end. And here is the offense on the third play of this drive, getting the first down and doing it running the football. Everything seems to be shifting in this team's favor.
The Longhorns are moving quickly down the field. Wants to throw on first down. Fires to the wideout. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. He'll try to take it back. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
And we know turnover margin is a huge part of winning ball games. Interception number 2. His quarterback has to do a better job taking care of the football. Don't force it. Take the high completion percentage stuff.
Oh, he's got some space. They bring him down, but that's why you give them that wildcat look to create an opportunity for big plays.
It's so important this offense is able to get this guy the ball in space, especially on the perimeter of the field. And I love that last play call because he's able to get outside and use his speed. To me, that's where this guy is his most dangerous.
When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the fourth quarter. They had a chance to mull things over, and let's see how they start the final period here on second down. Dropping back, it's Carr.
That's a good throw, and that was going to be caught, but how about the defender dislodging the football from its intended target? Nice job.
Throws to the back. He got it. Perfectly thrown ball. Nice catch. Good tackle, but it's first and goal from the 5. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. Back's looking for the goal line. He thought he might turn that into a score, but the defense able to wrestle him down short. They'll stop him at the 3. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. They've got it down to the 3. Now it's second and goal. Trying to power it in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Notre Dame.
And that's a really nice drive by this offense. They didn't get too conservative. They put the drive together. Now, the biggest thing for me, now the other team has to score 2 touchdowns. And that's the goal you want. You always want to make it as hard as possible. This offense executing in the fourth quarter. Nice job.
Worked on the touchdown. Might as well do the same thing on the 2-point conversion. He gets all 8 points on that trip. They'll try to follow that last touchdown with an onside kick. They'd hope to get that thing bouncing around, but the hands team is able to corral it.
Well, here in the fourth quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. Throws to the tight end. It's caught downfield. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line.
It's hard to imagine that that's his first catch of this game so far. He's one of the best tight ends in the country, and they knew if they were going to win this game, he had to touch it a lot. They had to get him involved. They haven't been able to do that. That's a big reason why they're trailing by so much.
They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. To the air, it's Manning. He's got it on the run. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Longhorns! They score for the big fella here. Why are tight ends so effective in the red zone?
Well, these aren't the guys that are going to burn by you and go for 70 most of the time, but when you can use their big-bodied frames, threaten them to run the football and be a blocker in the running game, and now you slip them in the secondary, make that big play.
And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. They are running out of time here. They need to get the ball back. They'll line up for the onside kick. He's able to grab the football, and the hands team gets the job done. Here come the Irish back on offense. They're going to throw it to start the drive. This will be picked off, maybe just the turning point they needed. Didn't really have room to operate on the return, but he hands him the ball at the 32. First snap of this drive comes from the 32. Going right to work up top. Working the big fella to the corner. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down.
Important in the passing game that it's not just receivers doing all the work. You got to get running backs involved. You got to get your big fellas. You got to get the tight ends going too.
To the air on first down. Unloads to the wideout. Complete to the right. All kinds of room to the right. Touchdown, Texas! Once he got a step, it was all over, right to the house.
And listen, still a ways to go, but great job by this offense getting you back in the ball game. Now, we got a one-possession game. We've got our score. We did what we're supposed to do. Now, how do we get this stopped? Now, the defense has to come up big and get me the rock back.